Hello, I'm Jody, and today in this video, we're going to learn some basics of hula. I want to start by sharing that there are many different schools of hula, and sometimes that can create differences in a way that a dancer presents a song. So let's start by talking about the posture that you need to maintain while dancing hula. The most important thing is to keep your knees bent throughout your dance. So you're going to go ahead and bend like so. You want to keep your shoulders level while dancing hula rather than moving from side to side. And you're going to want to make sure that they go ahead and stay at the same level rather than moving up and down throughout hula. You're also going to want to go ahead and make sure that your belly button stays tucked in and your back stays straight throughout your dance. Now let's move on to learning some feet movements. Each time that I give an instruction regarding feet movements about tapping your foot, you're going to want to tap flat-footed, meaning that the entirety of your foot is tapping the ground, not just the ball of your foot. So the first foot movement that we're going to learn is called koholo. Start by placing your hands on your hips and have your knees in a bent position. You're going to step to your right, bring your feet together, take another step, and then tap. And again, remember, we're tapping flat-footed. Let's try it to the left. Step, together, step, tap. Let's try 4 of those together to the right again, and left again. Ready, begin. Step, together, step, tap, step, together, step, tap. 2 more. Step, together, step, tap, step, together, step, tap. Great job. Next, we're going to move on to learning a ka'o. A ka'o is even more simple. It's basically a sway step. So again, your feet are going to be about shoulder width apart, and you're going to step to the right with a sway, lift your foot off the ground, step to the left, and a sway. Let's try 4 of those together. To the right, to the left, to the right, and to the left. Moving on to our next step, we're going to learn koholo holo. It's very similar to the first step that we learned, a koholo, but you're essentially going to double the amount of steps you take. So koholo holo to the right is going to look like this. Step, together, step, together, step, together, step, tap. And to the left, step, together, step, together, step, together, step, and tap. That's called koholo holo. Our next movement is called a Hula. You're going to go ahead and again have your body in a bent position and go ahead and take your right foot forward, and it's going to point forward. You don't want to overextend your leg, but simply place it straight in front of you. That's called a Hula. Let's try 4 of those together. Right, left, and left. Ready, begin. Right, left, left. Keep in mind that when you point with your right foot, your hip is going to swing to the left-hand side, like so. Our next movement is called kavelu. Kavelu is going to be a slight step forward and then a step back into the same place with a tap. It'll look like this. Step forward, back, together, tap. Switching to stepping forward to your left foot. Forward, back, together, tap. Let's try 2 of those in a row with our right foot forward and then our left foot forward. Right, back, together, tap. Left, back, together, tap. Our next movement is called a ho'opuka. Ho'opuka is going to be turning to each side with a koholo movement. Our feet are going to look like this. Step to your right side, back, stepping back forward, together, and tap. Let's try that again on the right-hand side. Stepping to the right, forward, together, tap. And again, let's try that on our left-hand side. Left, forward, together, tap. Let's try 2 of those ho'opuka turns together, starting on our right-hand side. Ready, begin. Turn, forward, together, tap, turn, forward, together, tap. Again, that's called a ho'opuka. Our next movement is called inuehe. Inuehe, you're going to do, again, in a bent position, and this is going to be where you step your foot and push your knees straight out in front of you. It'll look like this. Step, push out, step, push out. Let's try 4 of those together. Right, and left. Step, push out, step, uehe, 2 more, and left. Great job. Our next movement, we're going to combine with the uehe, and it's called a lele uehe. On this one, you're going to go ahead and again, bend your knees, stay at the same level, and you're going to step to the right, point with your left foot, bring it in, and uehe. Let's try that again. This is called lele uehe. Stepping to your right, point with your left, in, push out. Let's try that to the left. Ready? Lele uehe. Left, point, in, push out. Let's try 2 of those together, to the right and to the left. Lele uehe. Right, point, in, push out. Left, point, in, push out. And our final movement that we're going to learn today is called lele imua. That's simply doing a koholo going forward. So it'll look like this. Step, tap, tap, like so. So that covers many of the basic foot movements of hula. Let's move on to talking about your hands. Your hands in hula awana, or dancing to contemporary music, move smooth and gently. You want to ensure that your face and your eyes follow the movement of your hands to help tell the story. Now that you've learned the basics of hula, you're ready to move on to the second video where you can learn a song that you can incorporate into worship at your own home core.